Hello everyone and welcome back to Brooksburk Zoo. In our last episode we built a habitat for the common warthog right close to our bongos, and that's what we are going to have a look at right now. So before we start with our habitat for this episode, I have to say sorry guys, I messed it up once again. It's not that much of an issue, but I forgot to hit the record button in times in this episode, so this is going to be quite a little bit of a short episode, but I guess you guys don't mind it. For that reason, all the stuff that I recorded in that video, I didn't cut anything out, so you get the full experience today. Okay, I also did some work off screen, as you can see here. I built some toilets for our visitors and also some vending machines. As you can see already, these guys really do like the Missy Good donuts. They must be really delicious. So that being said, we are going to finish our first area today in this episode, and we are going to build in this area right here. We started building the stable or the shelter for our animals in the last episode, where our warthogs already moved in, and today we are going to finish it today we're going to finish it and put in some other animals. I wanted to have some kind of an antelope in here, but I wasn't quite sure what kind of an antelope. I asked you in the last video if you had any ideas if we should go for the Nyala or for something else. I really wanted to have the Nyala in here, but then I asked my community on my Discord channel, and Sonia came up with the idea, or set it into my brain, that I should think about the Blue Wildebeest. And then it happened, and some of you guys know that I love wildebeest or wildebeest. It is called wildebeest, not wildebeest. I love wildebeest, and especially the blue ones. They are very rare in European zoos. Not often to see because they are pretty difficult. In times they are quite aggressive and not that easy to be on a shared habitat with other animals. So that's the reason why they are not kept that often, especially on those big African savanna habitats. For example, Leipzig Zoo had some of them for quite some time and tried to bring them together with all the other animals on the African savanna, but it just wasn't possible. Those animals were just too aggressive, and so they had to move out again. I saw it just yesterday that there's some new blue wildebeests in Berlin Tierpark that arrived there. So I'm very excited about that because I'm planning to visit Berlin Tierpark this year. They have some of the most exciting animals in German zoos. For example, the Gerenuk, which is the greatest gazelle that is out there, and the weirdest one as well, because it has a very, very long neck, and that is also why it is called the giraffe gazelle. They have a very nice or very special way to get to their food, because I think they are the only gazelles that stand on their hind legs to reach the branches of the trees with the leaves on it. So it is very, very cool animal. You should Google it to see it for yourself, because they are such amazing animals. But let's not talk about the Gerenuk, because we are going to build a habitat for the Blue Wildebeest here. As you can already see, I built something like, not just something like, I built a holding pen once again, because I want those holding pens for all our animals in the zoo, because this is very realistic. You will see that in every zoo. I'm continuing to say this in every episode. If an animal gets sick or if there's any social problems with those animals, you will always see something like a holding pen where you can separate several animals from the others. Just to move a little bit more forward, already towards the end of the video, when the animals are going to move in, I was not quite sure if I wanted to have the Blue Wildebeest in here, because I thought of a bigger herd of them in a different habitat, in a different area of the zoo. Maybe something like a bigger savanna habitat with giraffe, zebra and Thompson gazelle and the Blue Wildebeest all together. But then I thought Brooksburk might not be the right zoo for such big herds of animals in habitats, as Brooksburk is more like an old and classical zoo and won't have will have more of those old and historic habitats for the animals, and not that much room for really big African savanna. So don't worry, we're going to have an African savanna at one point, but it's not going to feature more than 2 or 3 different animal species. I think about, maybe 2, giraffe and zebra or something like that. At this point, I can change my mind in times, so at this point I think it's going to be something like this. And that is also the reason that I decided I don't want to have a huge African savanna with the wildebeest and all of the other animals that I was talking about. So we're going to have them in here. So the point is, I was thinking that this space that we have left in here could be a little bit too small for a bigger herd of those animals. So I started to have 4 of them in here, like 3 females and 1 male, and was thinking that might be enough, and I was pretty sure that the habitat couldn't handle more than that, and I was very astounded. Very astonished. I was very surprised as I looked at the animal stats, and I found out that I almost had double the space in that habitat than the animals would have needed. So for all you creators and builders out there, if you have a habitat with not that much space and you want to have an antelope or an ungulate there, go for the Blue Wildebeest. They don't need that much space. In the end I decided to buy another one, so we will have about 5 Blue Wildebeest grown up adult animals in there. Here I'm going to do the inlay of our stable, which was not that easy, because with so many animals I usually want to have a box for every single animal. That is what you would see in a real life zoo as well, because as I said, all of these horned animals and just thinking, what is it called with the deers? Animals with antlers and animals with horns would have, no, antlers not so much, animals with horns. Oh my god, how many times will I start that sentence? Animals with horns would have their separate boxes to box them up for the night, because if it comes to fights, they could severely hurt each other, and that is why you lock them up separately for the night, so that they don't fight each other and severely injure each other. And that is what I wanted to do, but then I figured out that this is not possible in here. I have not that much space that I would need for that. Well, I would have enough space for that, but with those hitboxes for the animals, and with that being said, the hitbox for the Blue Wildebeest is not that big, fortunately. But with those hitboxes of the animals, it would not be possible for me to have boxes for every single one of them. Yeah, in a size that would make sense and the animals could actually use as well. So I didn't do that. We have 3 boxes now, so we might go with... Do we have 3 boxes? Yeah, we also could, in the end, we could also use that small space with the holding pan as a 4th box. So that would be possible. So it's 4 boxes. We can't separate them all from each other, but it should be fine. Yeah, just putting some finishing touches on the building and on the fencing around here as well. I chose to have the same fencing in here as I had for the okapi and also for the bongo, just to make it, to give it a cohesive look, that everything looks the same, and that is what you would see in those, yeah, in those areas. So I promise you guys as well that this is going to be the last habitat for an antelope for a little time, I think, because the next thing that I'm going to build, or that I want to build, is a habitat for the pygmy hippo. These are my plans right now, because I'm recording that video on, it is Wednesday the 22nd of March. So as you guys might know, today is going to be a special live stream from Frontier. The live stream already took place when you see the video, so I'm just saying this for me. Today is going to be a special live stream from Frontier. They just announced the new update 1.13, I think it was, for Planet Zoo. So this means there's going to be a new DLC as well that will be coming out on today. Yeah, the 4th of April. This will be the date this video is coming out, because it's afterwards our contest videos, or when we are almost done with our contest. So today is going to come. Today is going to be the day that the new DLC is coming out. At this point, I don't know what it is going to be. My suggestion is that it's going to be some kind of a petting zoo DLC or farmlands DLC, some kind of that. And it might be that I'm not going to build something for the pygmy hippo in the next episode, but something for the animals from the new DLC. So if it is going to be a farmlands DLC or petting zoo DLC, we are going to build a petting zoo here in Brooksburk Zoo. That would fit perfectly, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know right now. Maybe not close to those antelopes. Maybe on the other side of the entrance. I just don't know right now. You can tell me in the comment section where you wanted it to be. Yeah, because I just can't wait to get my hands on new animals and new opportunities in this zoo. So as I said, just let me know in the comment section where you think something like a petting zoo would make sense, or if it is anything else that we get in the DLC, if it is some other animals. You can also tell me in the comment section where you want them to be in our zoo here. And if you do want to have them in the zoo especially. Yeah, so here I'm going to finish the roof for our wildebeest, and here you can see I lost all the footage of the things that I did afterwards. So I also did the interior for the habitat. I finished the roof, I put in some rocks and I put in some trees and made this little mud pond in the middle because I wanted the animals to have something to drink of and not with those water suspenders that we have in the game, because I really don't like them and it is not looking very realistic. I have to use them from time to time, making a realistic habitat. You won't see a water pond in every animal's habitat, but I wanted to have something like this mud pond in here, because in reality you would see those wildebeests also having something like a mud bath. I think it is not possible in the game. We don't have the mud bath enrichment item for the Blue Wildebeest, I think. Yeah, but in reality they would use it as well. So I gave them this little mud pond, and so they have something they can drink out of. Yeah, and here you can already see or catch a short glimpse if you were fast enough that those 4 animals would have needed space around 500 square meters, I think, and they have, yeah, 530, there it was, and they had more than 1,000 square meters. So I decided to buy another one, because I also thought, as they were in the habitat, that they looked really small, so I decided to buy another one so that we have 5 animals in here, so a nice little herd for them. And I also do hope that we get offspring and some babies very soon. As you know, we already have a little okapi. You could have seen it in the background right now. We also have one wild dog puppy, and we also do have, no, that's it, but we are going to have bongo babies. I also do hope that we will get some piglets for our warthogs and as well for the wildebeest. Yeah, with that being said, we are already at the end of the video and we are in the real-time part. So let's have a look at our wildebeest habitat. I updated the map, we finished that area, and as I said, in the next episode we are going to build whether something for the pygmy hippos or we are going to build something for the animals from the new DLC. And here are our 5 new blue wildebeest, and I really do like these animals. They are just so beautiful. I do like them in the game because these are such beautiful models. I also do like them in real life as well, as I told you guys already. Yeah, but I want you to enjoy the footage of the animals and everything that we built in here so far. We're going to have a little tour. We're not going to see the whole area in here, but we're going to have a little tour, also looking at the backstage area as well. And yeah, just one thing to say. If you liked the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That is very important, so my channel can finally grow over 1,000 subscribers. We are so close, and it is always this little up and down. So yeah, hopefully we will get there very soon. Yeah, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment what you think about this zoo so far and where you want us to see to go with the zoo, what we should build next, Pygmy Hippo or new DLC animals, and tune in next time, maybe or definitely next Monday we're going to have another video in this beautiful zoo. So tune in, see you then guys, take care, bye.